So, grand rising on this cold ass October morning, but that's not gonna stop me from taking my walk. So, I don't have my waist shaper on today, but that don't mean I'm not getting in. So, but let's get into this talk because y'all know I've been like doing updates and just kind of doing vlogs about the paradigm shift and what I've learned so far. So, let's get into it, boo. So yesterday I was watching a video by Bob Proctor, and he said something to me that didn't necessarily apply to me, but it made me think about some stuff that I wanted to share with y'all, right? Now, he was talking about how a lot of people really don't dream big, don't set big goals, don't have big aspirations for their life, don't really look into their purpose because they feel like they really don't deserve to have that life. It's not about they don't want it, but a lot of people don't think they deserve to have a life of abundance. They don't think they deserve to accomplish big goals. And they think that, they're supposed to suffer in this life. They're supposed to have mediocrity. And they okay with that. And this is my thing. A lot of people are okay with living in mediocrity, not having the best of everything. And they be like, well, my mama didn't have it, or, I don't really want a big house. I don't really want a big car. It's not that they don't want it. It's that they truly don't feel that they deserve it. And this is a lot of people's problems. Like, I've looked at a lot of people in my immediate area or people that I know, and I'm like, why aren't they reaching their full potential? And then I have conversations with them, and subconsciously they're programmed to think like, I don't deserve that. And this is my thing. A lot of people feel like they don't deserve a life of abundance. And they're like, I'm not smart enough to do the work to achieve this goal. Or I don't have enough education to achieve this goal. Or, my family, it's like this. They come up with a bunch of reasons and a bunch of excuses why dreaming big and having a life of abundance is not for them. And I'm here to tell you that's weak as hell. It's weak. You supposed to want the ultimate. Me, I want the ultimate. I want the yachts. I want the drop tops. I want the eating vegan food all over the world. I want to, be cooked for by chefs that's trained in France and all this kind of stuff. But I will say, I did grow up doing a lot of these things. Like, my family had boats when I was growing up. We rode in drop tops. We shopped at luxury stores, right? So for me, it's normal. And it may not be normal for a lot of people to have certain luxuries in life, and I get that, right? But my normalcy and your normalcy might be different, and you might not want to, be riding in yachts. But that shouldn't stop you from still wanting to pursue your goals and to dream big and do everything that you need to do to live a big, abundant life, however it looks for you. Like, truly, y'all got to stop thinking small. Y'all got to stop thinking that, the big accolades or, that life of just abundance is for other people. That's for them, or that's for the special, or I didn't grow up with a rich family. Just because you didn't grow up with a wealthy family, what that mean? So you shouldn't want wealth. You shouldn't want abundance. You shouldn't want to pursue your goals because your mama and your grandma and your aunties and your uncles and your older cousins settle for mediocrity. Like, y'all gotta stop making excuses for reasons why you can't have the life that you want. Y'all know y'all making excuses, right? And when you make excuses, guess what? You basically stagnating yourself from being the best version of yourself. Now, I'm not saying that there aren't things that might make your journey a little bit harder, but we have the internet. You got ChatGPT, you got Google, you can go on TikTok now. Like, there's no excuse for people to not know what's going on in Nigeria or West Africa or Africa for that matter, or Europe or Asia. You could just type it in social media and you can see what other people are doing. You can see it. So if your dream is to move abroad, you can literally do all of the research. You can literally get your apartment set up, sign your lease, and move right in. It's easy. You get what I'm saying? It's so easy now to live the life that you really want. I know so many people since I moved abroad, like, oh, I would love to live abroad. Well, I would love to travel, but never do it. Like, I got a friend that told me, oh, I would love to go to Paris. Well, go. You know you could just book a flight and go. The same way you go to Vegas, the same way you go to Miami, is the same way that you could book a flight and go to Paris. Yeah, you're going to need a passport. Yeah, you might have to do, you know, the entry authorization. But it's really more simple than people think. Like, to be honest, it was not hard for me to move to Nigeria. It was not hard for me to go to Dubai. It wasn't hard for me to go to Ghana. It wasn't hard for me to do none of the travels that I did from Egypt to Turkey. It wasn't hard. It wasn't even hard for me to get an apartment in all these places. Actually, it was much easier for me to get an apartment in Dubai or apartment in Turkey than it is in America, and much cheaper. So y'all got to stop holding yourself back and making excuses and thinking that it's so hard to achieve a goal. No, all you got to do is this, okay? And Bob Proctor said this, and this is what I'm incorporating in my life. You think about where you are right now, truthfully, where you are, and where you want to go, what you want to be, and then you know what you do? You literally make the decision to achieve it and just start heading towards that goal. And every single day, it's about pursuing your purpose. It's about being in alignment with the goals. You don't have to do no special affirmations. You don't got to do no special rituals. All you got to do is say, listen, this is where I'm at. This is where I want to go. And I'm going to make the decision every day to head towards it. It's just that simple. Like, if you want to be healthy, if you want to lose weight, all you got to do is say, I'm overweight right now and I want to get healthy. So I'm going to make the decision to be healthy and I'm going to head towards that place. So that means going to get a gym membership and going. That means stop eating hot Cheetos. You know, that means researching what foods you need to eat to help you lose the weight or help you to become healthier. That's it. If you want to open up a business, right, you could say, where I'm at. I'm working at a job I don't like and I want to open up a business, right? Well, we already know the first thing you need to do to open up a business is register your LLC. Simple. You go, and now you could just go online and register your business for what, $50, I think, and voila, now you're an entrepreneur. Now you can start putting the work together to actually build the business. The problem is a lot of people don't want to just start. Just literally make the decision and start it and do it. And I know, like me, like I'm gonna do this and something else come up and I gotta handle that. But guess what? I still don't deviate from that plan. I still don't. Like, that's like me being vegan, right? If I go to a place and they don't have vegan food, but they sell fries, okay, so let me figure out how I could just make these fries taste the best because I'm gonna eat. Y'all don't have what I want, but I'm gonna figure out how I'm gonna eat. You get what I'm saying? Hopefully that makes sense. So anyway, stop thinking that you don't deserve to have whatever you want. Stop thinking small and go hard or go home. And make the decision today to start being who you're gonna be and just start and just head towards it. Alright, so I'm out. I'm about to listen to some more Bob Proctor. So tomorrow I can have some more content for y'all. But I'm out. Peace.